Hello everyone and welcome back to Revival Tournaments. This is Gold Mason and I am joined once again by Big Will.
Hey, I'm back. For you guys it may have been like a few hours or even a few days. For me it was about 10 minutes. So that's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, very cool. We are back with another awesome set. It is Triangles versus C. C has been doing fairly well this tournament. I believe only dropped two games. And Triangles is 2-3 after that win last week.
It's kind of a matchup of the old versus the new. Triangles is a very well-respected player who's been around for many years, had many great results, and is 2-3 is really like fine, I think. Pretty big win last week over Bad Dummy, and he's hoping to keep his momentum going. And C, I think, she's been playing really, really well. I want to say she's either 3-2 or 4-1, so nice work.
Extremely. And we're going to jump right into this game. Promises to be a hype one. That is Super Epic Spikes playing Super Epic Ampharos.
Spikes. We see a Fire Blast into the Suicune, and immediately I'm thinking, see a Mixmen's lead into a Skarmory. There's this one team that C brought like 4 times in ADV PL, where the last 4 are Doll, Subsea, Amarachi, Blissey, and Swampert. You have to have that in the back of your head, I think, at this point. Because she loves that 6. I don't think I've ever seen her lose with it.
That Skarm is notably light on special defense, taking a massive amount of damage from that Surf.
Yes, and we see why immediately after as it's clicking. Sorry, I had it flipped in my head. But Triangle Skarm here is Taunt, which means it will be able to generate a lot of momentum off Super Epic Ampharos' Skarm here. Looking like it's going to be able to get 3 layers. The Doll gets roared in, but switches out fearing a Toxic smartly. And yeah, looks like we're going to see 3 layers coming up here. So you have to wonder, 3 layers is a lot, especially early. And with the lead Skarm, you have to wonder, is there a Ghost in the back to maybe block this Rapid Spin? You have to think there is, right?
It's definitely possible. And I mean, Spin is shown, so at least C has an option eventually for it. And that's a Blissey.
Yep, and this Bliss, I'm guessing, will probably force the Skarm out. Yep, in comes the T-Tar.
Oh, and C, expert double to get a spike down.
Yeah, nice double switch. You have to... Okay, with the DD-Tar being revealed, I'm guessing Triangle's team is a little... maybe not so resilient. We see a Metagross coming out as well. All right, so...
I love that Tyranitar's name. Layer. Tyranitar's name is
number 3.
Number 3 because C put it as 3rd on her VR.
That's funny.
Below Salamence.
That is true. That is true. All right, we'll see get roared right back in. Probably a soft boiled coming. Yep. All right, we'll see safely heals back to full. We might see a Claydol pivot here. I would imagine that's what will come. Yep, Claydol does pivot in on the Earthquake. Interesting.
Maybe he was expecting Jirachi?
Maybe he just didn't want to miss. That's maybe what I'm thinking. But the Rapid Spin does come out, and now...
Yeah, that Skarmory is very low.
He is in a really solid...
Oh, no!
Yeah, that crit is rough, but the Skarm is so low, it's probably not going to get more than 1 layer, right? And so, okay, the Claydol immediately blows up, maybe a little aggressive, but does set the Metagross comfortably into Fire Blast range. And with 2 spikes up, you have to be thinking this Mixmen's is going to start going to town.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially since the third spike will probably go up at some point.
I would guess. Yeah, you can find a turn versus meta pretty easily. Oh, okay, there's a Gar.
There's a Gar.
All right, well, that is going to work out nicely for Triangles here, as it is going to force the Salamence out. Swampert's going to take a burn, meaning maybe it has Refresh, or maybe she just knows she doesn't need the physical attacks on her anymore, which is reasonable.
Not risking the Blissey is also somewhat important.
Ooh, and the Jirachi double, very nice. Into the Skarm. Oh, okay. The Jolteon comes out. Interesting. Okay. I'm guessing Triangles was trying to go Jolteon in an attempt to maybe get a Thunder Wave off. So, I don't know. What was Skarm trying to cover there? Interesting. Oh, probably Metagross, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking Metagross, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And now we're going to see...
Oh, Jirachi is terrifying here.
Absolutely, with that T-Tar dead. It's looking like this Jirachi will probably end up cleaning up the game.
Yeah, especially since Jolteon's not going to be able to gain some health back or anything.
Yeah, because it has no revealed item. I'm guessing maybe it's Lumberry to absorb like Zapdos
Yeah.
T-Wave, maybe?
Or
That's my best
Pataya?
guess. It's super low. I guess we'll see next time it comes in, right?
Pataya past Jolteon is definitely possible.
That's true. Pataya past Jolteon and Nagar could be pretty threatening. Maybe not in this scenario, but it sounds pretty cool.
And C is not known for bringing Blissey very often, so...
That is true, yeah.
So bringing a team that, you know, mostly does not do well into Blissey isn't necessarily a bad fish from Triangles. But a good freeze there.
Pretty big. Okay, instant dethaw. We're going to see a T-Bolt taking Gar down to 11, and at this point... Okay, Hidden Power's the Jolt swap. We're going to see now. Okay, Pataya does not pop, meaning it's probably just Lum, but kind of weird. And yeah, Pertsac is fine. You don't need it for anything, really.
I'm surprised that Blissey wasn't brought in just in general. Like, I mean, you don't really need the Pert, but what is Jolteon gonna do to Bliss?
Oh, it guards versus like getting T-Bolt crit on the swap or something. Because that could be pretty bad if that happens. Because you can't really soft up after that. Because Metagross comes in, you're forced out, and then it's just like, well, now you have to figure it out versus Suicune and Gar.
Yeah. Very nice read on the Protect from Triangles, and then Roar.
Yeah, from this point, you just spam Roar till you die. Like, that's fine.
That Suicune does not seem to be rest, so
no,
if it gets roared out here, yeah. Next time it comes in, it will perish. Yeah,
this is looking like a wrapped game here. Gengar is going to pick off the Skarmory, but we're going to see the Blissey revenge here. And I'm guessing this is... I'm pretty sure it's CM Bliss on this. Yep, it's T-Bolt. Okay.
Yep.
So that will be a confirmed win here for Super Epic Game for us.
Yeah, even if the Gar manages to freeze the Blissey here and win, Suicune would... Yeah.
Yeah, Suicune's gonna die, and even if Gar does manage to,
Jirachi would have been able to take Gengar down for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So, very nicely played from C there. Nice management of the mid-game threats like Suicune and Gengar.
And outside Jolteon, of the Tar getting crit, there wasn't really a lot of RNG there. It was just very well played from both sides.
Yeah, very nice game. I do have to wonder why Triangles didn't at least try to go Gar, but that was on the rapid spin, I mean. But other than that, I mean...
Might have been just expecting C to, you know, go for the Shadow Ball or whatever there. So Tar was left in.
I get it, yeah, but at the same time, you have to be wary of the follow-up turn where... I mean, you're clicking Bug, but it's not gonna kill, and then if you get EQ'd twice, it's just kind of it's that turn is kind of maybe more murky than I initially thought it was. But I don't know. I think maybe it might have been more worth fighting over his spikes. But either way, I mean, he did come decently close to bringing it back if he was able to convert off that freeze more. If it didn't dethaw, then we maybe would have had a far more interesting endgame. But either way, nicely played from C, and she continues her rampage through SPL at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing insanely well in SPL. Triangles, I mean, 2 and 4 isn't too bad. There's 3 weeks left to play at minimum. Triangles can drag it back to a respectable 5 and 4, and we'll be rooting for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
C takes it down, and we will see you next time on Revival Tournaments.